Hi, and welcome to Mayo Clinic Connect and Collaborate Building Belonging. In this presentation, we're going to take a quick peek at some of the tools and how they can help your team build belonging. So, the first thing that we are going to look at is the use of cameras. Now, since the pandemic, we have all been really used to using the cameras on our laptops or our devices. And there's a lot of research out there that says that cameras are useful for helping understand those nonverbal communications as well as building community. There's also a developing body of research that says it's okay not to have your camera on. And I want to honor both sides of the debate here. And I think what's really important is that you and your team establish group norms for when it's acceptable to have your camera turned off. On the whole, we do try to promote camera on behaviors because seeing people and reacting to people is a great way to build that community and that sense of getting to know each other. If you have your camera on, you might see something in the background that you can ask a question about, whether it's a pet walking over the keyboard or a family photo or a book. It's just a great way to get to know your colleagues. Now, the two pictures on the screen here, the Education and Technology Forum is just a demonstration of how having cameras on can create a whole collage of an experience for yourself and your co-workers together. This event was a 2-hour learning activity, and nearly everybody had their cameras on, and it was so great to meet people and see people's faces. And actually, one of the pieces of feedback that came from the evaluation was, "Oh my gosh, I love your hair," to one of the presenters. And below you can see our team modeling how camera on looks like. And if you look closely in the center there, one of our colleagues is having a bit of fun. And so adding that humor is always important. The next thing is using emojis. Now, these aren't new to us, I know. We use them on our personal devices, our mobile devices, as well as in life. But please encourage your team to use them. They make people smile, they lighten the mood, and they also let people know when you're frustrated or need some support. One of the favorite ones that our team uses is the mic drop one. When we've done something great together, the chat floods with mic drop gifts. So it's a really great way to celebrate together, but as well as providing more of that support when you are in challenging situations. It also keeps it light in words, and they do say pictures are worth 1,000 words. So just keep that in mind. The next one is using the chat function. Again, it feels really familiar, but it's great at building belonging. And I'm going to encourage you to use shorter bursts of chat. Ask questions. Challenge yourself to ask a question in every conversation. Elicit the perspective of others, and it will really help form that community and build belonging of each team member. If there's somebody in the chat who hasn't contributed, use the app mention to help bring their voice out. Help them know it's important. And you can do this whether you're a team leader or just a colleague to the person. So update each other frequently is also a key point of using the chat. Creating that transparency is really important. So transferring information from what you know to helping disseminate that can be done by chat. Um, and it's a great way to make sure everybody's informed with current events that are happening on your team. It does take process to get into that habit, but it's well worth it. Again, reinforcing the point that visualizing everything is so important to building belonging. And on that note, Creating channels is a great way to organize your thoughts, to keep your workspace tidy. The examples that we have here are from the education channel, and micro learnings is a project that our director Alyssa Hall is working on. And you can see here that she created a separate channel within the education team and keeps all of us updated with what is happening in that project by using announcements, chats, and replies. Maintaining the theme of visualizing the work, Planner Board is one of my absolute favorite tools to use. Not only does it help me organize my work, I have daily stand ups with creative team members and other team members where we look at the tasks in hand. We can assign each other tasks, we can upload documents for review, and it helps us with our organization. It also, if we use the date function, we can assign a start date and an end date, which will send us email reminders for up and coming projects that need maybe a bit more attention for completion. In addition to that, we can organize the work into different views, which really helps us build belonging in accommodating different people's preferences of how to view and organize the work. Now, on the last bullet point there, I put represent the work of the leader with an asterisk. And the reason I put that there is because oftentimes we just do this for the team members and not the leaders of, and it's really helpful as a group and a team to understand what work the leader is doing. And that is something that came through in the Sirota survey, that lots of times team members felt detached from the work of their leader. You can also see who is doing what, who has too much on their plate, and who maybe needs a little bit more responsibility. And lastly, we use OneNote to help share information. Again, this is a great way to visualize all of the information that is being talked about. We use it for agendas, we use it for planning discussions. We can throw things in there at any time, and it really gives us a shared ownership of the work of the team, which is so helpful. We can go back and look at documents or supporting artifacts, again, visualizing the work that is being done, organizing our thoughts so it works for the team. You and your team will have to come up with ways of how you want to organize your virtual workspace. Using OneNote if you want, Planner Board, and all of the tools. But that's it for this video on building belonging. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you want more information on any of these tools, please reach out to us.